Hello guys, I am back welcoming you all with this. Today I will be presenting you the brand new Mercedes-Benz E Class Coupe, the 2021 model, and here we have the E400 Coupe, guys. And in today's video I will be doing a quick walk around, showing you all the exterior features. Afterwards we will be jumping inside so I can show you the beautiful interior of that car, and last but not least we will be driving it, so take it out, POV driving with the GoPro. So first let's talk about this car in specific. Here we have the E400 diesel coupe. The 6-cylinder inline Mercedes engine produces 330 brake horsepower. It's very powerful in my opinion, and it's the best daily driver when talking about the engine. And all in all, as you can see, we have the beautiful nice looking exterior paint. This is brilliant blue. We have no night package, and as you can already see, we have the stock exterior package. As you can see, no AMG line, which looks very elegant in my opinion. This is the stock one from factory. The avant-garde edition, there's also the AMG line variant. I always prefer the AMG line because it does look more sportier. It fits more to the E Class Coupe itself. Looks very nice and fine with the E Class Coupe, but I would always recommend you guys go for the AMG line. Just invest that money. It's definitely worth it, 100%. So let's get straight into it and start with the walk around, starting with the front. As you can see, this is the E Class Coupe, the facelifted one. There's not a big difference when talking about the coupe and the cabriolet. The front is the same, also with the sedan. Let's talk about the headlights. These are the updated, the facelifted headlights of the E Class specific multi-beam ones here. We have the center LED eyebrow, then the 2 LED torches, which you know now for the E Class itself. For the S Class we have 3, and for the C Class maybe we'll have one single one. Continuing with the front, here we have the latest Mercedes-Benz E Class grille. Is now A-shaped, and something I don't like, and it's because we don't have the AMG line. We have these pins finished in black. If we had the AMG line, these would be chrome, and it does look much better in my opinion. Front bumper is very disappointing, to be honest. You have these fake intakes, full finished in plastic. You just have them over here, real radiators. But I don't like them. On the left and right hand side the same thing, but yes, never mind. Continuing here, you see we have the exterior paint, the chrome parts of the front splitter finished in chrome. Ugly looking plastic parts, I don't like them. How do you guys like the front? I really love the combination with the brilliant blue exterior paint plus the no night package look with the chrome parts looking very decent. Continuing here with the side, you see the instant E Class Coupe silhouette looking very elegant, nice. We have winter tires on that, so please excuse these ugly looking rims, but I have to say the best rims for a daily driver, because cleaning them is so easy. And if we had something more sportier, it would be more difficult to clean them. In the front we have 18-inch, the 5-spoke Mercedes-Benz brake calipers. These are finished in silver, looking very decent and elegant. Here with the side we have no night package, therefore full finished in chrome. We have the keyless door package, chrome door handles as well. Then in the rear again 18 inches, 5-spoke, looking very decent since we have winter tires on. Continuing now with the rear, something I really love about the E Class Coupe. Just look at this, guys. Definitely this is a very nice daily driver. Even though we have no AMG line, it does look very sporty. As you can see, there are not a lot of changes when comparing it with pre-facelift. In the front we had a lot, but in the rear the only thing that has changed are the tail lights. As you can see, we have these LED lights now. Back then we had the stardust effect, which I really miss, guys. I really miss that. It did look much elegant, much more luxurious than these. Does look more sportier. The stardust effect, also with the animation when unlocking the car, it made the car look very elegant. Continuing here, we have the 4MATIC badge, since we have an all-wheel drive here. Mercedes-Benz star, E400d badge, also diesel 400. All in all, very nice looking rear here. The rear diffuser, full finished in plastic, guys. Just as soon as I'm tapping on it, it feels so cheap. I swear, I don't like this. I wish we had an alternative for that. For example, you had an option to choose between the plastic parts and the exterior paint, or something like repaint and finish these plastic parts in black or something else. Just an alternative, because I don't like the plastic here. It does look very cheap. Continuing here, we have the exhaust tips. These are fake, as you can see. I have no problem with that. There are a lot of people who get triggered by that. As well as on the left hand side, if we have a look down under, we have the real exhaust tips hiding there. So all in all, how do you guys like the exterior of this E-Class Coupe? Just comment it down below. Now it's time to step inside and show you the gorgeous interior of that. But before we do that, let me show you the key. And here we have it, guys. Very nice looking Mercedes-Benz key. Very decent. I love this latest design. For example, with the S-Class key, I'm not very sure, but this one looks very, very nice. Unlocking the car, time to step in. Let's go. So now we are ready to go. I got the GoPro on my head, jumping in, starting to drive. Let's go. We have the welcoming lights, as you can see. The nice animation of the car itself and the beautiful interior, guys. I'm going to tell you more about the interior while driving. So let's start the drive. Let's go. So one of the coolest things about the E-Class, and obviously the facelifted coupe as well, if you put the car into reverse, you have the 360-degree camera plus the rear camera, as you can see, and it moves when you steer. If you have the car straight, as you see, this is the normal view, and if I turn it to left, you see that it moves with the steering, which is very, very nice and functional because I use this a lot. So while driving, you have a very nice overview, even with the front. Now I'm switching and it switches to the front camera, as you can see, and it moves again. So you can see everything. It's very clearly. It's like a fisheye effect. And now as soon as you start with the drive, it disappears. So now we will be heading out on the German Autobahn, where we will be demonstrating you the performance of this E-Class Coupe. We have the 400 engine, as I already mentioned, 330 brake horsepower, inline 6-cylinder, which is very powerful. We also have the 4MATIC system, so it's all-wheel drive. So in today's video, I will be doing a typical POV drive, where I will be talking about the car more specific while driving, tell you more about the interior, the materials and else. But all in all, I wanted to do it more entertaining way. Therefore, I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions about this car, about myself. And I will be also answering all these questions in today's video. So let's do this. So now we are on the entrance of the German Autobahn, as you can see here. And first things first, before we start with the drive, we will be doing an Autobahn run now, where we will be pushing the car to the max. Unfortunately, since we have winter tires on, the max speed is at 240 kilometers per hour. And it seems like the Autobahn is a bit crowded, therefore I won't risk any lives here. I will just check if we have space and therefore push it. If not, we'll be doing some driving, some chill drivings. And after the Autobahn run, I will be answering a few of your questions you asked me on Instagram. So let's start the drive. We'll be driving forward onto that line over there. And now we will be switching the car to Sport Plus. We have individual, Sport, Plus, Sport, Comfort and Eco. Foot on the brake. Let's go. Yes, it is very sporty. Even though it's not an AMG, it's very fast, guys. The wind noises are less. We don't have a lot of them. 230. Max 240, that's it, guys. As you already seen, we had a notification coming up telling us to slow down because the limited has 240 since we have the winter tires on. Guys, while driving it fast, it feels very safe. And you don't even feel like driving 200 or 240. This car is basically an S-Class, a more cheaper S-Class. Just look at this interior. Let's just push it again for the last time now. 210, 220. As you see, there are a few cars in front of us. And now slowing down here. From now on, we will be taking it more easy. And I will be also demonstrating you the cruise control on that. And a few cool features you might not know. To be honest, I'm a more comfortable driver. So we will be setting the car again to comfort. There we go. Set the cruise control. As you see, we have new buttons here. With the new steering wheel there came new buttons, the capacitive ones. You see we have the cruise control buttons over here, the menu buttons for the menu itself, the instrument cluster on the right hand side. You control the display on the right hand side. Here you can set the cruise control settings. I will be putting the car to 100 kph. We have the lane assist. It keeps the lane while driving. It's kind of an autonomous drive right now. As you know, guys, I'm a more chill driver, therefore that's made for me. So the consumption on that one, we drove it 400 kilometers from Düsseldorf to Hamburg, and we had a consumption of 6 liters, 6 to 7 liters, which is very, very good, guys. As you see, it's telling me again to put my hands on the steering wheel. Back then you had to move the steering wheel, and now you can just give it a bit more pressure and it instantly recognizes your hands on the steering wheel, which is super cool. And as it gets more darker right now, you see the beautiful ambient lighting. Just look at this, guys. This is so nice. You'll know I love beige interior, cream bright interiors, and in addition with the wooden trim, as we also had with the S-Class, with my S-Class driving. If I take any Mercedes, I would definitely go for the beige trim with the wooden trim. Very, very nice. It's a recommendation from my side. If you spec your car from the interior, you will never do anything wrong with the beige interior with the wooden trim. And you need black floor mats because they get dirty very fast if you have the beige floor mats. So now I'll be starting to answer a few of your questions. As I already told you guys, just leave me some questions. I will be doing a driving and answering a few of your questions. So someone asked me how to get me. He loves Mercedes. How to be me, basically. And let me tell you more about me and my team. We are working on this project, Mr. Benz, for 5 years now. We are very passionate about Mercedes. We never thought about driving these cars any days. We also don't have any rich parents or else. So it was always my dream to work together with Mercedes to drive these kind of cars. And yes, it took me around 5 years. I started the Mercedes-Benz related fan page on Instagram. I started to do my own content, how I liked them and how people also liked. I started to grow more and more for the years. I pushed it, I invested a lot of time, guys, a lot of time and effort. And after 5 years now, finally, we are working together with Mercedes, which is an honor for us to be driving these cars, to have the opportunities to go to press drives and else. Therefore, I'm very thankful for all the opportunities and for the support from your side. So someone asked me about my favorite classic car, and guys, I have a lot. My all-time favorite, you all will agree with me on that, is the 300 SL, the Gullwing especially, or the cabriolet version. It's so nice, guys. I love this car. It's very, very elegant. And talking about the time back then, in 1954 they released the car, and back in the days this car was out of this world. If you had or drove it, it was a whole new level. And when you drive it in these days, you instantly get back to the old days and you feel very, very nice, special. It gives you a whole new level of driving. It's can't express myself when talking about this car. It's so beautiful. But my second most favorite one is the 280 SE Cabriolet. It's very, very nice. We drove it on a Mercedes-Benz event. Guys, it was so amazing. It's also affordable. I mean, the 300 SL itself, it's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. Therefore, it's a dream car. But the 280 SE is more a very realistic car to drive one day. So that's two of my favorite dream cars. So someone asked here what was my opinion regarding the new design language, and I have to be very honest with you. I didn't like the latest Mercedes-Benz cars. There are a lot I didn't like. For example, the CLS, talking about the rear, or the A Class back then. But there's one thing which you all need to recognize, and it's that Mercedes-Benz is a huge company, and that in the design department there are a lot of people working from a lot of countries. There are a lot of influences. So if they design a car, you should know that it takes a lot of time and that there are a lot of people involved. That there is not just Gordon Wagner picking one design. And something very important is that most of the designs you might not like now, but you will like in the future. That's something that Mercedes created over the time. People always start to hate new designs. For example, with the S-Class in the interior, I didn't like it. But when I sat inside, you had that instant wraparound effect, the nice looking displays, the beautiful wooden trim and else. I was in love, guys, because that's where we are going now. It's the future. Mercedes, as such a big company and car maker, has to do and take these steps. But please all keep in mind, if you don't like something, talking about the design now, just give it a bit more time. I always tell you all, if you see the press pictures of a new car, don't just start hating. Wait till you see a few more specs, until you see it in full flesh, and give it a bit more time. And if you don't like it then you really don't like it. To be honest, there are still a few cars I don't like. For example, the GLB. I don't like it. I don't like the GLB. The design, I mean, it's something that shouldn't exist. Why would they remove the S-Class Coupe and telling us that they have too many models in their product range, and then add an GLB? I mean, why? That doesn't even make sense. And that's something I feel as an enthusiast. I'm not forced to like it. I'm not someone who is always pro Mercedes. There's also a few cars I don't like, such as the GLB. Why would they bring out such a car when they remove the S-Class Coupe? I mean, it's one of the most beautiful cars Mercedes has ever produced. So that's it basically for the drive. I really appreciate all of you guys asking. There were a lot of questions asked, but I couldn't do all of them. So I'm apologizing for that. If you want to stay more up to date, have more frequently content, just go ahead and subscribe to my Instagram, my TikTok channels, because I'm more active on that. More videos are coming in December. I hope you all enjoyed. Just look at this beautiful interior, especially when it's getting darker. Let me set it to pink, one of my favorite colors, to finish it all off. Wow, I love this. This is one of my favorite colors. It's this or this. Blue or pink, choose one, guys.